22nd of May and it's snowing.
You're John. I'm Dave.
Muhammad Ali.
He's got a heart made of yellow barley straw.
It's clean and it's white. You know, you could ice fish.
You could.
Yeah. And drink rum. While you're ice fishing.
But they don't do that.
No, oh no, never, never. That I think that's against the law. Yes, it gives you character. Makes you stronger. Kills all kinds of bugs.
So when people say they don't want to come to Saskatchewan because it's too cold, what do you say to them?
Oh, they're weak. Right? Stay away, we don't need your kind.
Exactly.
Yeah, what's wrong with your weak? And there's nothing wrong with 4 seasons.
No.
You know, it's something to look forward to, right?
Yeah.
Spring, summer, yeah.
It's a new career. It's quite an adventure. I'm liking it. It's an interaction with people that I wouldn't ordinarily meet, and I like people.
Well, did you work before you delivered papers?
No, I was retired. Hopefully retired. I can't figure out how to do retirement. Getting to bed by 11 is an accomplishment.
Well,
I should live a little longer, I guess, and learn how to properly retire. There must be an act to it.
I ended up deciding to move to Ontario and pursue my ceramic career and make clay art. So when I was there, I saw glass blowing being done, and I couldn't believe you could even do something like that because I was from this very small town of 200. I had no idea there was such a thing as glass blowing, and I was very naive. So I decided that I would have to minor in glass just to try it out. And in the end, I majored in it. So I took 3 years of glass, and then my 4th year in Ontario, I found that it was really hard to make any art because I was trying so hard to make a living that I decided to move back to Saskatchewan. And by doing that, I moved back. I was still completely broke, but the inspiring thing that surrounded me was that the farmers were in such a crisis, and being raised on a farm, I just wanted to do something that would give the farmers hope. And so I applied for Canada Council grants, and in the end I got one to make a glass wheat field. And so from the glass wheat field, which turned out to be very successful, the people who saw it all wanted a little piece of the wheat field. And so I started making tiny glass wheat sheaves as mementos. And that skyrocketed into making a lot of little glass wheat sheaves. And then that enabled us to build a hot shop and start doing some other kind of glass work. So at this point, right now, we do several different awards. We do paperweights, and we do apples, and we do wheat sheaves, we do the framed wheat portraits. We do beads, we do earrings. We have a real wide selection of items that we make on a daily basis. And over the years, I've had to build up a staff to enable us to be able to make all this stuff. So with saying that, there's also a side of me, of course, that wants to be even more creative and expressive. And so I also try to do one-of-a-kind art pieces.
But when the survey company phones, you know, he says, and what are you wearing? He said, they hang up now. And what are you wearing? He never gets surveyed. Never.
I'm John.
I'm Dave.
And we're the hardware guys. Actually, Dave, I've moved on. I sell real estate now.
So we're the house and hardware guys?
Right on. Yeah, most people in Saskatchewan are sort of the daring type. They're saying, you know, I've driven in this before.
That's
kind of thing,
right.
eh? Yeah.
They've seen all kinds of extreme weather.
Yeah. So yeah, it has to be really, really bad for somebody to say, hey, can I stay the night? Or say, you know, where they know that they can't go any further kind of thing.
Like extreme weather enthusiasts.
Yeah. It's like a sport.
Yeah,
right?
it's a sport. Let's see how much we can challenge the weather.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
How far can we make it tonight?
Bye.
temperature that we actually melt the glass at is 2,400 degrees Fahrenheit, but we blow it at 2,100 degrees. The process of blowing glass is gathering molten hot glass on the end of a hollow pipe made of stainless steel. And once you've gathered this glass, you can add different bits of color, swirl it around, reheat it, shape it, and then gather more glass. And then it's blown to form either a sculpture or apple or some kind of production item, Christmas balls. And it's just through a process of reheating and manipulating and using a number of tools, jacks, tweezers, scissors. You create these different items. Glass is really mystical kind of material. It can be hard and cold and extremely fragile, and then it can also be elastic and gem-like and beautiful in other qualities, and it can be manipulated and pulled and shaped. Working with hot glass, as one of my former teachers explained it, she said it's like pulling the magma right out of the earth and dancing with it. You know, and it's so true, because it really is. It's so hot and so bright and so pliable, and really it is like a part of the earth that you are actually able to move around and manipulate. When I blow the glass, I'm amazed at how you can take something that is so hard, heat it up, and it can become like a balloon. I always think of it as a balloon as it's blowing bigger, and it doesn't really pop, but it can just expand, and you can manipulate it and add color and add more clear glass and just really play. And the thing about glass is, even though you're sometimes making the same thing over and over, it still is like making a new thing every time, because it does change and it can never be the same twice. The glass really does become a metaphor for life, and in one way it expresses our fragility, because we are a real fragile people and a fragile earth. And then on the other hand, it does express how strong we are and how much we can change things, and how we are all responsible for our actions and how we make things turn out. You know, we are very vulnerable. Glass is very vulnerable. The whole communities and all of Saskatchewan has been so supportive in buying the work and supporting the work. You know, it's just amazing. And sometimes I think I'm so caught up in doing the work, the production work, and handling all the affairs of the business, that I forget that all the people who are buying it have it in their home, and it does hold this really special place for them in their heart, and it means something. So I often have to stand back and remember that, especially when I'm stressed out, because you know, then you remember why you're doing it, and how it actually is affecting the whole universe.
He has a bunch of trophies? Yeah. You must enjoy it. Do you enjoy it?
Oh, I really enjoy it.
How often do you curl?
Every Wednesday. In the winter time.
Just comes here.
And do you you get right down in the hack? I understand. You lift the rock.
Yeah.
Are you very strong?
Hey?
Are you very strong?
Well, I could throw the rock. It ends up on the other side, but I don't know where.
What do you do in the summertime?
In the summertime, I go to sports. I like horse races and all that. Yeah. I used to be a jockey too.
No kidding.
Oh yes, I used to race a horse.
You train them?
Every morning and every night I had to train them. And,
That was years back when you weighed about 120 pounds.
clean them, wash them. Oh yes, a lot of work. Rub their feet. Oh yes, you
I
gotta.
used to go for drives
And
because I used to take pictures. Because I'm an artist, I paint. I
What's the secret to a happy marriage?
do. Keep busy, active. You're very active. Not dancing.
Oh, really?
I like that.
And do you still dance when there's a...
If there is,
If there's a dance, I'll go and I'll dance.
interested in everything. He reads a lot.
You read a lot.
And every Monday he shuffles the arts.
Oh yes.
Wednesdays he comes here. He
Yeah. Well,
shovels snow.
You shovel snow?
shovel snow, do all that kind of work.
Hello everyone, I'm Ann Davis and you're in my dining room today. I don't think I ever went ice fishing. Well, I did once after John got a shack. Then he had a little wee heater in it and you could sit comfortably and fish. I don't know that I caught that many fish.
It wasn't your favorite thing to do?
Well, I loved to go fishing in the summertime in the lake and but ice fishing wasn't my salvation for the cold weather was my sewing, and I made quilts, and I was very glad that I could do that because it was really too cold. I didn't go out that often. See you next time. That's it for today.
Well, it's nice and calm down here. I don't know what it's like up top. I imagine it's still blowing up there. And road conditions, yeah. Yeah, it's tough going in some places. Yeah, they haven't cleared the streets. There's not that much snow cover, but it's built up enough that makes it tough sledding in some areas. My wipe out. I usually do it twice a year, so this is one of the times I'll just keep going straight this time.